G'day, I'm George. I'm back again. 13th of February 2026. 13th, Friday the 13th. But I'm not one who's superstitious. I'm more interested in giving you today's message of hope. And today we'll get a fantastic question. Is it okay for Christians to want to build wealth? What do you think? Yes or no? It's a very interesting topic, and I reckon some people got some pretty funny ideas. I'm not sure how they got in the first place. But yeah, let me start with my thoughts. Well, some Christians feel holier if they stay poor. Have you met those people before? Others feel guilty for wanting to get ahead. That's interesting. I think the guilt is unnecessary, especially when you know the bills keep coming. Okay, here's an idea. Money is just a tool. It's not a god. Now, when you're wanting more income, saving or assets, these things isn't a sin by itself. What matters is what you worship, or who you worship, and what you do with what you have. This is about stewardship and wise building, not chasing status. Scripture doesn't praise laziness, and it doesn't shame honest gain either. It does honor work, planning and providing for others, while warning us not to love money. True. Proverbs is pretty blunt about the cause and effect. You can read it in the Proverbs chapter 10 verse 4. A slack hand causes poverty, but the hand of the diligent makes rich. Let that sink in, guys. That verse doesn't say, yeah, it's very interesting, right? That verse doesn't say wealth proves you're godly. Also, it doesn't say increased means are dirty. I didn't read it that way. It says diligence tends to produce fruit. And in real life, that can look like doing work, showing up, taking extra shifts, or running a small business with integrity. That's pretty important, to work with integrity, whether you have your own business or work for someone else. Now, at the same time, the Bible calls out the heart that trusts money more than God. So, it's not wealth equal bad. It's who do you trust and why. Let me be clear on this. Wealth is not the same thing as greed. Two different things, right? Wealth is resources you manage. And greed is a hard posture that says, more for me, no matter what. Me. Motives matter, and so does contentment. Integrity matters too. Because how you earn is part of the story, not just how much you earn. Yeah? Okay, let's discuss about stewardship versus the prosperity gospel. I've got to watch out, there's a lot of dogs and people playing ball here, so don't want to trample these people. Stewardship is simple. God owns it and we manage it. He sets the times and the amounts, of course. Our job is faithfulness with what's in our hands today, whether that's $200 in savings or paid off home. Now that will be a good feeling. That also means poverty isn't a badge of spirituality. Don't ever let that get into your head, okay? Being broke can come from hardship, illness, caring duties, job loss, or bad choices. Really, none of those automatically make a person more holy. You're hearing this from me. Prosperity teaching goes the other way. It treats giving, prayer, or obedience like a method to force a payout. Be very careful. Because God can't be bribed. And faith isn't a money machine. Okay? Why God would make you rich if you do this is bad theology. It misreads suffering. Faithful people still face loss and pain, right? It's all according to God's will. Okay. Now let's examine healthy reasons Christians may want to build wealth. Army Night Camp, if you haven't found out yet. Wanting to build wealth can be wise and loving. It can mean stable rent, food on the table, and fewer fights at home. For Aussie households, it can also mean handling the radio, school costs, and that surprise car repair without panic. Wealth building can support goals that fit a financial path, a path that you can move forward, reducing your debt, saving a small buffer, and building better habits over time. It also creates a buffer so you can say yes when the needs pop up. Also, the other thing I can think of, building wealth should be used so you can be generous and feeling less stressed. You see, generosity gets practical when you have room to breathe. You can help a mate who's short on rent, support your church or local charity. You host people for a meal or help fund a mission trip. Oh yeah. Time and skills matter too, but money can widen your options. So here's a simple heart check for building wealth God's way. Use this check and you plan and then you save. So who gets the credit? Is it God or me? Correct answer is God. Could I release it if God asked? Again, the answer should be yes. Am I honest in how I earn and spend? Does this serve my family and my neighbor, what I'm doing? Am I content today or always chasing tomorrow for something bigger and better that doesn't serve the kingdom? Yeah? Okay. Here's something that might be fun for you to do. Track your spending for 7 days. Then make one extra small debt repayment if you have it. Even $20 is fine. Start somewhere and set a savings goal. So I think I've concluded it's okay for Christians to want to build wealth when the goal is stewardship and service and your trust stays in God. Poverty doesn't make you purer and money doesn't make you safe. It really doesn't. So choose diligence, reject get-rich promises, and keep your hands open. Ask God for wisdom with what He's placed in your care, and then take the next right money step and pray. Alright, that's all I've got for today. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.